if we know full on that the game is completely scripted, including UFC fights, because someone told me that shit too, right? What's the purpose of even watching any of this stuff? I'm about to enter a state of nihilism with this bullshit because, like, I don't even want to do this shit no more.
Because we like sports.
Davian,
that's why we keep watching this bullshit, even though it's scripted. You know how many fans of the WWE there are? You know the WWE is fake, Randall.
Yeah.
And people show up to that shit every day.
What does that have to do with anything, Davian?
Because even though you know it's scripted, you still enjoy watching it.
We're live.
Yes, sir. Back in the building, you know what's going on. This was the cameraman in the building. We got Randall in the building. He's back. Unpopular. It's another Sunday the 26th.
Fuck sports betting.
Yeah, what is it? Week 8.
Week 8
in NFL. Yeah, week 8 in the NFL is officially terrible.
Niggas out here fucking on my tickets.
All the teams that wanted to be doing bad all season that were supposed to be doing good want to do good now. All of a sudden, like that niggas is late. That niggas halfway through the season trying to get a spot at the damn wild card. Like, I'm not even going to get in too much into it because
this is why I don't sports bet, bro. But, like, real talk.
But yeah,
that's why
they're getting on my nerves, you know. But you know, we're halfway through the NFL season now. Basketball just started. You know, I'm keeping my eyes on the Knicks. Baseball is in the World Series. I have no preference, you know, because the Mets like to blow it every year.
But were the Mets doing good this year?
The Mets were in the playoffs and they lost first round.
They lost the first round?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were in there, lost first round. I think they lost to the Brewers.
The Brewers?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know much about baseball, so like.
Yeah. I mean, the Yankees didn't do no better. Because now it's.
Did they make the playoffs?
They made the playoffs. I think they made it 1 or 2 more rounds, more than us. But they didn't get too far. I think it's shit. I think it's the
Isn't it kind of interesting how like New York?
I think it's the World Series now, final round, and I know the Dodgers are in it, so that's all I really care about.
Like Davian, like you know what's interesting, Davian? Like, I think it's fair to say that like New York has the most sports teams in like all of the states. Is that fair to say?
Probably not.
It's not. Because we got the Jets, the Giants.
There's more states that have multiple sports teams. California
has
the Rams.
Chargers.
They have the Chargers. They got the Lakers. They got the Clippers. They have the Warriors. They have the Padres. The Giants, the Dodgers. I guess now I'm in hockey. They have the
LA Kings.
The Kings, yeah.
Is that not it?
I feel like there's another hockey team.
Well, either way though, but like there's still a lot of sports teams. All right, fair enough.
New York, yeah, we're not the only team that has multiple sports teams. Like Florida has a lot too.
It's always the bigger states that
it's have Florida, California, and New York. We have the more teams than others.
Which is crazy because
the states are bigger, so I get it.
Well, not necessarily by size, maybe by population.
By population, for sure.
Yeah. Because it's interesting because like you know if you're oh shit. If you're in New York, you could be like a fan of the Giants, the Jets, the Bills, you know the Yankees, the Mets, and you can still Mets, like hate each other
the Nets,
in New York City.
The Knicks, the Rangers, the Islanders. Yeah.
But I mean, most real fans are usually like you know Mets fans.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or Mets fans or Rangers fans.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what part you're from. Like, New Jersey don't got nothing anymore. All we have is the Devils now.
It's just the Devils.
We just got the Devils now.
Well,
we used to have the Nets until they went to Brooklyn.
Well, yeah, because the New Jersey Nets weren't shit.
I know that, Randall.
So do I.
But I'm trying to have some New Jersey pride in this motherfucker. Tired of just signing on to a New York team. Them niggas is ass.
Damien, most New York teams have been ass for a while.
I know, but as Jersey, we don't have our own pick. We got to deal with y'all niggas just being ass. Where's
Yeah,
Vaughn?
but that's true.
Or foster, like the New York Giants and the New York Jets. They're not even in the same boat as like people who claim the Buffalo Bills.
What does that mean?
Because that's upstate New York. We're not even in the same boat. At least them niggas can get to the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, but David, the other thing about that too is that like they weren't always a good team though.
No,
They
I'm
still
saying
they still don't have a Super Bowl.
No, you're right. You're right. And I'm saying like we as New Jerseyans, we just have to adopt the New York teams.
Did
Otherwise,
you just say New Jerseyans?
Otherwise you go into Pennsylvania.
Why did
You want to be a Phillies fan, or you want to be an Eagles fan, or a Steelers fan?
My boys.
At least they got Super Bowls on they
my
under their belt.
My friend's a Steelers fan.
My aunt's a Steelers fan. I get it.
So my friend's a Steelers.
At least they got shit under their belt.
My friend's a Steelers fan, and then his dad is actually a Ravens fan.
Hmm.
So they have a very bad rivalry.
Very bad rivalry in their house. I mean, it's always been like that here. My grandmother was a Giants fan. My grandfather's a Jets fan. So they were always like that. And my uncle was a Cowboys fan. Oh my god.
So they would fight all the time.
Oh my god, yes. My grandmother and her brother, yes, they fight all the time. Them, one being a Cowboys fan, one being a Giants.
It wasn't like no cursing nobody out. Or
Nah. But it's just like, you know,
your team is
we
ass.
Talking shit. Yeah, we talking shit all year.
Your team is ass. My team is it. It was that brutal.
I don't want to hear nothing now because the Cowboys stink.
Do they really? No, they don't.
Yo, the Cowboys stink, bro. The Cowboys stink.
What's their record?
They definitely have a negative record.
They have a negative?
The Cowboys definitely have a negative record. The last time they played the damn Giants, they lost.
Yeah, that's a given though.
No, it ain't.
What you mean?
No, it ain't. Those are rival teams. It could go either way when you put them up next to each other. That's what I'm saying. Especially when you got rivals like that, like it's like every time you see the Jets going against the Patriots type of shit.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. We might lose, but we might win. I don't know.
No, not really, because the Jets always lose with the Patriots. Like I think the record with like Tom Brady as quarterback for the Patriots, it's like 300 wins and like 38 losses.
See, it depends though. It depends because the Patriots and like the Dolphins are teams that we normally play twice out of the season.
Right.
If the Jets get lucky, we might be able to beat one of those teams one of those times.
Right.
One of those teams, one of those times.
Do you remember?
It's like,
do you remember
in our season against the Patriots, we might get one of those wins off, or one of those wins off against the Dolphins.
Do you remember the 2020 or the 2010 season where the Jets like actually made the playoffs and they played the Patriots after the 45-3 loss?
I do remember
that was the best time. I remember that. Like
this.
the Jets got destroyed 45-3.
We've never had anything as nice as that ever again.
Yeah, the 2010 season was like the best season for us. Or the most entertaining season for us, or the 2009
just to
season.
See us in the play. It's our fault because we don't be doing much for ourselves to set ourselves up for a better season. We just hope and cross our fingers to get to a red card game, a wild card game. That's a touchdown.
No, they scored a touchdown already.
Oh, that was a 2-point. Okay, y'all niggas got to get the fuck up. What is going?
Yeah, there are times where I do wish I could go back to playing sports and shit. But the one thing I do say is that I wouldn't really, if I could go back to high school and I could repeat a sport again, I wouldn't go back to football.
Really?
Because there was too much politics on my football team. It was all a matter of like who did what for the coach and who did what for like the actual team. They got benefits. Like I think to my knowledge, I remember back when I was in high school, a player on my team got the starting quarterback position or part of it because his father was an electrician, and he actually put new field lights into the football field, and that's what got him the influence. And then on top of that,
I went back to high school and played a sport, I feel like I would wrestle.
Same here.
I feel like I'd probably wrestle.
Same here, bro. Because at least with wrestling, like you're gonna get time on the mats.
Oh, you're always gonna get time.
Yeah, because like it doesn't because there's weight classes.
Yeah.
So you'll always be able to compete.
I think I would have wrestled.
Yeah.
Only because I think I wanted to wrestle, but I don't think I ever made the deadlines or I think once I was in the school that I was in, like wrestling was a really big thing. Like,
Yeah.
and especially Impact. Like they did not take that. They did not take that shit lightly at all.
It was like an Olympic sport.
I think I was intimidated by that because they were very serious about fucking wrestling.
I mean, I was intimidated by it mainly because like
they had champions coming out of their school.
Yeah, but no, it was mainly because, to my understanding,
oh, that's a touchdown!
2-point conversion, Davian. But either way,
it broke the plane, and his knee was down inside the end zone.
Let it go, Davian.
2 points! Give my points! Stop playing with me, Randall! Give my points, man! Word is bond!
Okay, anyway.
We need all the just need all the help they can get, yo.
Anyway.
We need all the help we can get, son.
Anyway.
There's 7 minutes left. 7 minutes, 52 seconds left in this damn game against the Bengals. We should not be still down by 6 points. But we are.
But as I was saying before, Davian, so like the reason why
I was trying to do a special bet on this game too. I was trying to do like Jets score in every quarter. I would have got that.
Jets score in every quarter. You can bet that?
Yeah, but I couldn't bet it with other things on my ticket, which is what was fucking me up.
So what did you have?
I just played my money lines. And maybe a few player props, but I wanted to do that Jets score every quarter. I would have won that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think I had Jets score every quarter. Or I think I definitely picked the under on one of these games. But I wasn't expecting this. This is a lot of points. This is a lot of points out of both of these teams. 32 to 38 right now.
Josh Allen's a bum, bro.
Josh Allen is a bum.
12 completions today. What the fuck are you doing, bro? 163 yards. What are you doing,
Well,
bro?
I can't be too mad at Josh Allen. He did everything I needed him to do, as long as he made 37 more passing yards.
Yeah, and I'm missing out on a possible $44,000 payout because of his ass. Whatever. That shit pissed me off. That's why I don't sports bet.
Did you hear, speaking of sports betting, did you hear about the fucking scandal in the NBA?
No. Enlighten me, please. I don't know much about that scandal.
So, I'm not gonna say the names because I'm gonna butcher them.
Why does it
nor
matter?
do I remember them?
Why does it matter?
Because we're talking about specific people.
But if they're caught, like, what does it matter? What does it matter dropping their names?
No. I'm not withdrawing their names because I'm hiding them. I just don't know it. I don't know it in my head. I could look up the information now to provide you better context for the story, but I don't know off the top of my head. So that's why I'm not saying. But there was this coach. It's the coach on the Portland Trailblazers, and the
head coach.
Yes, the head coach on the Portland Trailblazers was being investigated by the NBA. Was being investigated by the FBI because he was running. He was doing something with poker games and the mafia.
So he was rolling with the mafia.
Yeah. So what he was doing was the mafia was running poker games, and they were using this coach's name. They're putting his name associated with the poker games, like, oh, come play poker with the coach type shit. You know, so it's getting people interested to come spend some money with the coach or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but they got all these tactics in there on how they're cheating type of shit. And you're using the coach's name to bring people in or whatever. And you got people in there losing mad money.
Like, define mad money.
This lady went in there to go play with this guy and lost $7 million.
Wait, like she just like had that kind of money just sitting around?
Yes.
No way. $7 million she lost?
$7 million. She lost it in a game of poker.
That's crazy.
In a game of poker.
Anybody else?
There's probably some other people. Yeah.
$7 million from one lady.
From one lady.
Was she old? Like, was she young? Like,
I don't fucking know. I just know she was ready to come play poker with the coach.
Do you know what $7 million is, Davian?
A lot of fucking money.
Oh my god.
A lot of
What
fucking
the
money.
Fuck?
Yeah. And they was cheating. They had like X-ray shit on the table to where you could see your
X-ray
card
shit.
to where you could see what your card is even though it's face down, sitting on the table.
They have that kind of technology?
Yes.
That's wild, bro.
Yes, they do. They have glasses where you can see through cars and shit.
And is the Portland coach like? Is he arrested now officially?
I think so, probably. I don't know.
He's a.
They definitely.
So what about the players?
So what the players were, there was a different scandal with certain players, who were involving themselves in certain sports betting scandals. So it's like they know there's a certain payout for them being there's a certain payout on them type of shit, or their friends are involved in certain bets that may involve them type shit, like whether this person's going to get a certain amount of yards or time on the field or whatever the case may be, type of shit. You know, bro would take the liberty of knowing all of that information and then telling it all to his peoples, whatever, on whether he's even going to go on the field or not.
Oh, that's stupid.
And cashing out on it too.
So it's just basically just being criminals trying to capitalize on their image.
Exactly. Like, people are betting money on whether you finna be in this game or not, type of shit. Whether you about to get so many yards, you're not even about to play. And you letting your peoples know to get in on this so that they can get some bread and break you off, type of shit. You're manipulating the game.
That really does sound like some mafia shit.
Nah,
that sounds exactly like some mafia
manipulating
shit,
the game. Literally manipulating the game for your own monetary purposes.
Right.
It's crazy shit.
Well, I mean, Davian, that's not surprising, Davian.
No, it's not surprising because I'm very much it feels confirmed that the NFL is very scripted. I don't know how they come up with this show every time I'm watching it, but this is scripted. This is scripted as hell.
You think it's fully scripted?
This is scripted as hell. They know who's going to the Super Bowl when the season starts. I guarantee.
So you really know that. So players that
I feel like that. So
players who get randomly injured, that doesn't matter to you. Like it's a
no.
part of the script?
I think injuries are different. I think that's a
How does that make sense?
I think that's a casualty of because this game is a war.
Yeah, but
but David, like casualty of being in this place. If you get injured, you still got to play the game. But like, if you like, you might sit here and have a player supposed to get. Do you need this nigga to get 9 more fucking yards? They got a whole fourth quarter left. You need this nigga to get 9 more yards. And then they take him out, Randall.
I don't really know what that means, Davian, but
you only needed this man to get 9 more yards.
Yeah, but sometimes, Davian, that's how sports can work. I'm not about to play a game of like whether or not you're being conspiracy or I'm not. I'm not about to do that with you.
No, I'm not doing this either.
Because you just said it was scripted, Davian.
That's just how the game works. This is how the game works. That's what they want you to think, Randall.
What does that mean?
We're not doing a conspiracy thing.
No, you brought it up.
We're not doing a conspiracy.
You're the one that brought up the whole idea of conspiracy.
That's what they want you to think. They want you to feel like you have all the answers, especially when you're making a bet, when you're putting your money on it.
But that's not.
But they control everything.
Who the fuck is they, Davian? You're not explaining nothing, bro.
I'm not explaining who they is. The people who run the NFL, man.
So they're organizing everything.
Yeah.
So everything, including the injuries, including the like. So you know So.
Like I'm saying, that's when I'm talking about the injuries. I don't know if people are purposely being injured. I think that's just a casualty of what happens in this game.
Yeah, but how do you so like basically so what you're saying is if it's scripted, Davian, all of the coaches, the offensive coaches, coordinators, and defensive coaches, they're not doing any of the play calling. It's the guys in the office of the NFL organizing how everything works. That's what you think? Because that's what it sounds like, Davian. Because that's true, Davian. You sound crazy as hell.
Yeah.
So that play call.
Why not?
So we just saw wasn't done by the offensive coordinator. It was done by the guys upstairs.
Think about this. Think about it. Think about it. The coach right there is down there on the field right now wearing a pair of headphones talking to people who are upstairs.
Yeah, they're in the stadium, Davian, looking from above.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean
telling that nigga what to fucking do.
Exactly, Davian. So I don't know what you mean by
telling that nigga what to. Randall, you just explained it. They're up there telling that nigga what to do. How are they not in charge of everything?
Davian, those are people that are also a part of the team, Davian, that are just watching the game from a different angle, bro. You're the one that brought the conspiracy idea. I'm about to just argue against it. Because if that's the case, Davian, Stop.
You're telling me that there's people just up there and they're just watching the game. They're on the headphone with them, but they're just watching the game from a different angle.
No, my nigga, I didn't say that, Davian. I know what I'm talking about, Davian. Like they're looking at the field from above, Davian, but they're also coaches and they're also communicating with the coaches down below, Davian, to organize a play call. That's what they're doing. That's my whole point, Davian. But you're talking about like these evil corporate guys in in black suits sitting in an office trying to organize and orchestrate.
No, they're at the game still, Randall.
My nigga. So answer me this, Davian. If that's 100% true, what the fuck is the point of watching the game at all? If we know full on that the game is completely scripted, including UFC fights, because someone told me that shit too, right? What's the purpose of even watching any of this stuff?
Because
I'm about to enter a state of nihilism with this bullshit. Because like, I don't even want to do this shit no more.
Because we like sports.
Davian.
That's why we keep watching this bullshit, even though it's scripted. You know how many fans of the WWE there are? You know the WWE is fake, Randall.
Yeah.
And people show up to that shit every day.
What does that have to do with anything, Davian?
Because even though you know it's scripted, you still enjoy watching it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh God, Davian, I don't get
There's no difference. There's no difference from the scripted part of WWE and the scripted. If somebody wrote the whole story of how this WWE episode is going to come on today, there's no reason why somebody can't write what's about to happen in this football game today.
Davian, but that's what I don't get, Davian. So like,
and just because it's fake doesn't mean that people aren't still watching it to enjoy it.
So basically, all NFL players, all NBA players, all MLB players, all tennis players, all hockey players, they're basically just actors. They're just actors. So all of the physical effort that they're doing on that field is literally organized in the same way that WWE is. You know how nonsensical that makes?
Now, you know that WWE wrestlers are still incredibly active.
I understand that, Davian. I'm referring to literally.
You know the theatrics it takes to do all of those stunts that they do.
So all of this is theater then. So all of the things you're seeing on the field with these players is nothing but theater. That's all we're seeing, right?
What we're seeing is a game playing out. All the events that are happening in the game are going to happen.
So this touchdown's going to happen, right?
I'm telling you that there's no reason why they can't script things, because the way we watch TV is based off of ratings and getting people to watch shit. That's what the most important part about it is. Whether you're talking about the NFL, the NBA, golf, baseball, whatever's on TV, they just want people to watch. They want people to tune in and watch.
See, Davian, like that's just to me, Davian. I don't get that, Davian, because what it sounds like to me, Davian, is that this whole thing is just an organized movie. That basically, so like these college athletes, when they actually get into the pro leagues, that they're basically no longer athletes, they're just actors. That's what I don't get, David, because there are like limitations to what these people can do. For example, like you have to take into imagine like a game where it's raining, right? And imagine the script is supposed to play out a certain way, but because of the rain element, it doesn't turn out that way, right? So the script is going to be done differently. Like I don't understand what you mean by that.
I'm just trying to pose a scenario in your head where it might make sense. Like, say
it doesn't.
Say you needed a nigga to get one more touchdown, right? Say the team is already winning. You need this nigga to get one more touchdown, and there's a bunch of people betting on this same bet that you're betting on. So it's a lot of money about to sit here and go if he gets his last touchdown. A lot of money about to go to a bunch of different people if this bet happens. What's stopping them from upstairs from telling the nigga on the coach on the sidelines and the quarterback, yo, don't score no more touchdowns.
So I think I get what you mean.
Don't score no
David.
more touchdowns.
I
They're not like I feel like in some elements maybe the whole game is orchestrated, but on a smaller scale, some things just get tailored because people are trying to make some money.
So Davian, so I think I get what you mean, Davian. So basically what you're saying is, Davian, is that they're organizing the game and they're constructing the game in a certain way because they know the betting element of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, okay, Josh Allen is supposed to score this many points because this is what the odds say, right?
Yes.
So the coaches and the team is aware of that, so that's when they'll say, oh no, don't do this.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, can you say that more simply next time? Because I understand all of that.
That's what the fuck I was saying.
Explain it to me next. Like,
That's what the fuck I was saying
all of that.
the entire time. That's what the fuck I was saying the entire time.
Make better sense next time, because I understand all of that. Because I'm missing one touchdown from Jamar Chase right now.
Yes, and
with this fucking
you're
game.
probably not gonna get it.
And you're right.
You're probably not gonna get it because it's gonna cost too much money.
Which is some retard. Oh yeah, that's why my tickets.
Yeah. The payout that they're gonna give you and everybody else is gonna be a lot of money, and they can't afford that.
What kind of bullshit is that?
They can afford that, nigga.
What kind of bullshit?
They can't afford that.
What kind of retarded shit is that? So because my ticket is too. So what you're telling me right now, David, is because my ticket is too expensive and can't give it to me. My ticket is $44,000 right now, so they're not gonna give it to me because my ticket.
Well, I'm just saying it's probably a lot more people betting the fact that he needs to get that many yards. Just saying. So it's not just your 40,000 that they're trying to break you off. It's probably like a couple million. They gotta break a bunch of people off, and they're not trying to do that. Come on!
So Davian, so I think I get that, Davian.
You get
Now.
that?
I understand it now, Davian. So like they understand that yes, the NFL is a business element, and there's a betting element of it as well. So basically the coaches and the team upstairs are, let's say, following the statistics, the stats of the bets.
Yes.
And they're saying, okay, if this nigga wins, we gotta pay this nigga out like
Exactly.
like $100,000.
Exactly.
We can't do that shit.
And the way that the NFL is working nowadays is like everything is like, it's like they have money for shit, but at the same time, everything is always sponsored by something. Everything is always sponsored by something. The halftime is sponsored by something. The timeout commercials are sponsored by something. Like there's ads on all the jerseys. Like everything is a business. There's always a business element in everything that they do.
Yeah, because everything in America is a business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's
a profit motive.
Yes, that element is added into the entertainment we watch.
Yeah, exactly. All right, fair enough. So, Davian, I get that. Now, the question is, let's have a moral conversation. Is that okay?
No. That takes away from the fact that it's a game and we're supposed to be playing fair.
But Davian, there also is a little bit of a truth, Davian, where it's like sometimes
it also takes away from the fact that you just have athletes out here who came out here to be athletes, and play to the fullest of their extent.
Yeah, my ticket died.
Athletes are just here to play to the fullest of their extent and do what they came here to do.
But the higher ups and the corporates and the rich guys and whatever
got their hands in everybody's pockets.
They're organizing it to some degree because they have to make sure that like they don't actually go bankrupt because of all the bank bets that they're doing.
And it's not and it's on every scale. It's like it goes from the head coaches to the people who own the team, the franchise, to then your team division type shit. Your the whole NFL to begin with.
The Jets just won. The Jets just won.
Yeah, I know. The whole NFL is a whole organization. Shit, just dealing with the channel of what you're broadcasting from.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a deal. It's a whole situation.
Right.
Which might do things differently than Fox
Davian,
or ESPN does.
Which is, Davian, a prime example of why capitalism is not just it's not always a great system.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that when there's a profit motive for every single thing, it gets in the way of the quality of the actual performance.
Absolutely.
In many different ways. But Davian, I would also argue against that to some degree, Davian, because how can they look that deep into like sports betting to see what team's going to be doing what?
Some
Like,
people get paid.
There's
Some people get paid to do that. There are people who get paid to think that much. We just don't get paid to think that much. Like you ever be at a job and you start seeing the problems that are at your job, and you be like, oh, we could do this, we could fix this, we could implement this, but you don't get paid enough to make those decisions or to implement those ideas. There's people who get paid to do that shit.
Right. I mean, that's a pretty.
These are sports analysts, statisticians. They get paid to do this all day, every day.
Now, David, I would also argue a little differently, Davian. Now, how similar is this, for example, with UFC fights? Because there's been upsets and there's been situations where like guys get knocked out even though they're heavy underdogs and they're not favorites to win the fight, and they get caught a lot of the times where like they lose. You know what I mean? So how credible is that claim?
I still think there are ways to orchestrate things like for instance, we know that these two men going into the ring don't really hate each other. They're just some of them do. Some of them do have real beef and go in there with a vengeance. I understand that, but for the most part, this is just friendly competition. There are two athletes who are coming in here to spar. Type of shit.
Not spar. It's a fight, David.
They're coming in here to fight. Yes, they're coming in here to fight. But it's not like they have most of the time. It's not that like they're coming with ill intention, trying to murder this person.
Sometimes they do. I hear you.
I'm trying to keep it in a sense of the sportsmanship. These the two athletes who are getting paid to do this. Yes. If people were just going out there, it'd be a different sport, man. It'd be a much different sport.
Right.
It probably wouldn't be televised.
Well, I mean, people argue that UFC shouldn't be televised at all because it's a pretty brutal sport.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if people were intentionally going out there just to murder each other, then yeah, it wouldn't be televised.
But just the violent nature of the sport itself, people will say that, like, it shouldn't be allowed.
I understand, and that's another element that adds into certain factors when it comes to money and how people try to direct how it goes, because it's an individual sport. You have one person against another person, so it's really up to them. But in the same sense, it's like when I'm saying that these people aren't intentionally trying to murder each other, it's like you can see two dudes in the ring fighting, and you can see the level of respect that they might have for each other when in that fight, type of thing.
I'm stumped.
You know.
Insurance lizard, first letter G. Geppetto? Come on, you just switched to.
You see the level of respect that they have for each other when they're in there fighting. So it's like you have to credit that for being real to their performance.
Not even a lizard. Maybe I can help. No way.
Now,
This guy knows crosswords.
what could be, or now, like I said, the level of respect that they have in there for their opponent. You might be in there dogging the shit out of this nigga, but you don't want to knock him out.
I don't know about that.
All right, if I can think of an example, I think it was the last fight we watched with Max Holloway. Or
And Justin Gaethje?
Yeah.
Okay. UFC 300, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it was either that for a fight or it was a different one. But you like if say for instance you got a guy who's older who might retire after this damn fight. And he's giving it his all. Whatever. What was the last fight we just went to?
Diego Lopez and John Silva.
Okay.
UFC Noche.
Yes. No. Before that. Not the Noche fight.
Ilya and Charles.
Yes.
Okay. So what's up, bro?
I'm just trying to figure out a way to explain it so that you can understand what I'm saying, and you don't have to go through the whole discourse like we just did before. I'm trying to explain the scenario in which the sport is real, but the elements in which can be tweaked in people's favors. It's like there's a level of sportsmanship that comes with being in this sport because it's combat fighting. But it's like if you've been dogging this nigga the fuck out for 3 rounds, right? And you got to bet that say he's going to win by a knockout. He just chooses not to knock bro out. You're about to lose on your bet.
Right.
Type of shit. He can just knock bro out. They can tell him, yo, don't knock bro out.
But do you think they're gonna listen to that?
If he could if he wanted to. It could be money going in his pocket. I don't know. I don't know how they're orchestrating it, but it's as simple as somebody from a higher up telling the person who's playing the actual game not to do something because of whatever the hell they're trying to do underneath the table.
So basically, it's special interest teams of people.
Mm-hmm.
Camera just went out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It has to do with the tailoring of the game has to do with special interests. Absolutely. You know, it especially when we're talking about football, it's about certain things that are going to bring people in money. Like I said, if it's a knockout that you need to on your ticket to win, and he just decides not to knock bro out, you know, then you're gonna lose your ticket.
Yeah, but Davian, that could also just be like the choice of the fighter, not necessarily somebody like a special interest telling them what to do.
It could be like that. It could be like that. But how would you know the difference?
Huh?
How would you know the difference?
We don't.
Exactly. That's the same thing that's happening in the NFL.
But we
don't know the difference of whether they're doing this on purpose or whether it's a part of the script.
But Davian, that's what I'm saying, Davian. I don't want to call it a script, Davian. It's more just like what they're looking to do, because like a script really does sound like, to me, it sounds like a play, bro. It sounds like every single thing that's going to be done on that field, including how the play actually turns out, is 100% fabricated. Where these
could be like that. It's not to say that every play is going to happen the way that you orchestrated it. You know, it's like you might go to work and plan to have a good day at work, but you don't know what the fuck is about to happen when you get there.
That's such a false equivalency, Davian. That's such a false equivalency. I'm referring to
if they orchestrated this play, this whole game, for it to end up like this in the end, you know, like if this was their original plan.
No, the point I'm trying to get to, Davian, is that like you're literally basically telling teams to score a certain way, and while allowing the defense to basically just sit there and deal with it.
That's what I'm telling you is that sports have a bunch of different factors that go into it. So we can't guarantee that their plan is going to go the way that they want it to, because there's so many factors going into it. I'm sure half of these players that are in here don't know that there's somebody in there pulling the strings up top. They're just here to play the game.
So, Davian, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, Davian, completely, Davian. But the way that you're saying it, Davian, like not at least to me, it sounds not only mad cynical, but also almost kind of pointless and also nihilistic. Where it's like, I don't want to watch the game.
It doesn't do anything for you.
You said what?
It doesn't do anything for you.
What you mean?
I'm saying the manipulation of the game doesn't do anything in your favor unless you know how to manipulate the game in your favor.
What?
They're manipulating the game is what we're talking about, right? But that does nothing for you unless you can do the same thing in your favor.
Oh.
All you can do is enjoy the game like everybody else, because you don't get any extra advantage out of it like they're doing.
So basically, like going back to what we were saying before. So like, if I bet that fucking Dak Prescott has to score 3 touchdowns to win the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say 5,000 other people bet the same shit, right? Some entity out there is aware of that, So they're gonna be like, no, don't let him score. Don't let him score because it's gonna result in a large payout for this.
Now,
That's fucking retarded.
that's what I'm saying. You would never know the difference because how they're gonna go about making it look on the screen is gonna look very natural.
So
whether somebody's in his ear telling him don't score no more touchdowns, or whether they tell the defense, yo, he's not allowed to score any more touchdowns.
So what are we arguing here for? Because like it all seems so pointless. What are we arguing here for? It seems so fucking.
I don't think we're arguing. I just think we're.
Side note,
I
do you
just.
mind if I get a little bit of water? Because I'm actually dying of thirst.
Yeah, here. I got a water bottle.
Thank you.
We're not arguing. I think we're just pointing out the fact that
This is bullshit.
That this is bullshit. Yeah,
The game is bullshit.
Yeah, no, the game is bullshit.
So there's no point even watching it, Davian.
That's because we're invested in it in different ways, Randall. We're invested in it because there's money on the line. You know, some people are just invested in it because they love their sports team, and that's enough for them to watch the game. And whether it ends in their favor or not, they're okay with it. They'll be back next week.
So once money gets
involved, yes, it's gonna be a whole different story.
So once money gets involved, that's when we all get. That's when niggas get conspiratorial.
When money gets involved in anything, it tends to ruin the fun.
Well, not necessarily, but
unless the money is bringing the fun. But once money gets involved in certain shit, it tends to ruin the fun. Yes, when money becomes the issue at hand.
You just fucked me up with that bullshit. Dude.
Yo,
that shit is retarded.
That's real shit, man.
No, that pissed me off, David. Because like now I'm about to go down a rabbit hole trying to figure out like who is the nigga actually stopping my ticket from hitting. That's what I'm trying to do now at this point. Who the fuck is the nigga fucking up my ticket?
Start looking at the niggas who own the team.
So Woody Johnson's fucking up my tickets.
Yep, Woody Johnson fucking your ticket up.
How does that make sense though? Like nigga, like they're looking into that shit, bro.
Don't care.
Cause David, like
Woody don't care. Woody got money in his pocket, and as long as it keep going in his pocket,
David,
that's all he worried about.
I'll be looking into some tickets, right? For example, I'll be looking into these tickets, right? And I'll be on my sports page, and it'll say for one game like 600,000 people bet on this game. So is that what they're looking at? Is that what you're telling me?
600,000 people.
So look at this, right? So it's the Titans versus Colts. 497,000 people place bets, right? Mm-hmm. They're looking into this.
They're looking at that game.
No, but like they're looking at like the amount of bets to see like how much money they could lose. Apparently, if the bets actually go through.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's different because the sports betting apps are a separate entity from the institutions that do the sports. But they're
what in the fuck
They are. What? FanDuel is not the same as the NFL.
That ain't FanDuel.
Fanatics, whatever the hell you're on. Fanatics, BetMGM, it doesn't matter. DraftKings, those are separate entities from the actual people who do the sports. But they're so intertwined because of money.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If they're their own separate entities, why are they worried about what's happening over here? That's a dumb question, but like if this is separate from this, why are they even worried about it? They're not losing money. If this is separate from
Fanatics only makes money because of the sports.
But that's what I'm saying though. But like, so like if that doesn't work, what's the point in even doing that? Like, so if these are separate entities, right? Mm-hmm. And this is its own separate entity. Why did they care how much money how much money they have to either give or keep?
Because all the people who are playing this are watching this.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, all the people who are playing that are watching that. So it's like you gotta. Like I said, it's all about keeping people tuned in to the thing. It's all about keeping the ratings up, keeping the business towards the NFL.
So it sounds like to me, Davian, that sports betting should be obsolete then.
Well, it's not legal in some other states. Not every state has sports betting. Like I couldn't open my FanDuel app when I was in Rhode Island.
Is sports betting not legal?
Sports betting is not legal over there.
And I'm probably fair to say they do that purposely because they don't want.
Some states don't have casinos either.
Right.
Yeah, they make gambling illegal type shit. So it's like it really just depends.
Christian McCaffrey's a bitch.
So
I shouldn't even be mad at the players.
No, all they're going out there is to do their job.
But the people upstairs,
The people upstairs, yes,
are directing the play calls
everything.
Well,
Yep.
Davian, I knew that. Davian, but like,
But you didn't know how far their hand was up the ass. Nigga, they're elbow deep in this bitch. Word is born. Like
So Davian, I knew that. So wow, all right. So look at my ticket, Davian. So I'll show you what I mean.
Mhm.
So take a look at it. Take a look at all the things.
like the way I be listening to Lam when he be talking about his tickets, like he's very convinced that they be playing with him.
So take a look at my ticket. I think I missed like out of 24. I think I missed like 6. It's like,
No passing touchdowns for Caleb Williams.
but David, do you also just think that it could be just like the people upstairs just like watching the game, and based upon their own judgments, they're just making a decision of like, you know what,
somebody has to be.
let's not pass the ball this time. Let's not throw the ball this time because Josh Allen is fucking up. Let's not pass the ball this time.
Yes,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's turn it off again.
There's people whose job that is specifically, but that has to do with the NFL on the sport side of the thing, not the betting side of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's intertwined though, because it's like if Josh Allen, for example, if they say, okay, let's throw 5 passes right now to see what he's doing. If he's fucking up 4 out of the 5, all right, we're not gonna pass the ball anymore. We're gonna run it because he's fucking up.
Yeah.
Right. So, but if he's not fucking up, he gets 5 out of 5. Let's just keep it going.
Keep it going,
Right?
Why not? Yeah.
So I don't think that's necessarily directly related to like some larger entity saying, "Oh no, don't have him score a touchdown or throw a pass," because there's a guarantee that this nigga will get $45,000.
Those are two different people's jobs, though. Those are different people's jobs. Somebody planning, like you gotta two different. Those are two different jobs because we're talking about people who are planning the. It's like.
Spit it out, Davian.
It's the way that it breaks itself down is like there's two separate. When I'm saying that there's separate entities, there's two separate forces working.
Camera turned off.
I'm trying to figure out the words to say. It's like sure the things are intertwined, but the people who are focused on the sports aspect of it can't be worried about the money aspect of it. The people who are worried about the money aspect of it can't be worried about the logistics of the sport type of thing. They have to do their own job.
Yeah, but the script may not actually go through because sometimes players can fuck up.
That exactly.
So that's why I would argue that none of it's related at all.
Like I said, it's not guaranteed that your script is going to come out exactly the way that you wrote it. Even when you do a script, like that's what I'm saying. It's a script. Don't get me wrong, it's a script. But they still have to perform this live.
Right.
It's like Saturday Night Live.
Which means
you have the possibility for hiccups.
Yeah, so it's basically a plan of action, but the plan of action may not always go through.
Exactly,
Davian. So that's why I say, Davian, that this actually is more real than people think it is. Because it's like, yes, there is a script because there's a plan that you have on what you want to do.
There's a plan,
but it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you first said script, Davian, like you literally had me thinking, Davian, that it's a bunch of niggas doing this shit with the fucking puppet doll and whatever bullshit, controlling that crap.
No,
that's what you had me thinking.
No. But it's like just because
you want some bullshit,
just because they come out here and they know they have a game plan on what they're going to be coming here towards, doesn't mean somebody can't still sprinkle their nonsense in there, like.
Yeah, and it could be external noise.
Yeah, it could be being corrupt, or whatever the case may be.
It could be anything.
But I feel
that's true of everything, Davian.
Yeah, right. I'm just pointing out. I'm just pointing the example of how it shows up in sports.
You just pissed me off with that shit, bro.
I'm sorry, but that's the reality. That's the reality I live every fucking Sunday, bro. Every Sunday I live this.
Oh my
I
God.
overthink myself into a fucking
Into a rabbit hole.
yes, into frustration watching these games. That's why I be yelling at the TV. That's why I be yelling at the TV.
Oh
This is exactly
man.
why I be yelling at the TV. Yeah. No, we did pretty good.
How long is it?
We have 50 minutes.
All right, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's a while. But no, we did pretty good. It's been a minute of talking about these damn teams, man.
The Jets actually won.
And the Jets actually fucking won. So I guess it's gonna be a good day today.
A good week.
It's gonna be a good week for the rest of the week.
Especially for my father.
Yeah. No, it's a good day downstairs.
Yeah,
I'm
my
sure
dad. My dad's a
My
happy
grandfather
camper.
is happy downstairs. Thankful for the Jets to get a win. We needed one. We are now 1-7.
Which is better than 0-17.
Which is better than 0-8, nigga. And on that note, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. You know what's going on? It's Woods the cameraman. It's Randall in the building. It's been Unpopular, and we'll holler at y'all the next time.
Don't start sports betting.
No.